This is from Betsy Nelson. For Billy, remember us? We were a pack of 20 in our heaven of pine trees, juniper bushes, choppy water, rocky snake-ridden cliffs, bright clouds, and freedom. The bay was our Garden of Eden, the higher powers our formidable grandparents. As Betty on Anne's Island once said of island teenagers, they're off discovering and discussing the meaning of the universe, which for us included the pleasures and complexities of drinking booze and sinking the leftovers to reclaim the following summer, illicit nighttime gatherings in secretly claimed hideouts, watching our elders get royally crocked while we served them dog biscuits for happy hour, paying my brother to swallow a live frog for 25 cents apiece, playing chicken in the outboard motorboats. Luckily, the motors were all of 5 horsepower tops. Jumping off cliffs as high as we could find them, except for me, the chicken shit, and which required dodging deadly rock ledges barely underwater. Trusting a crazy man to take us water skiing, weaving between shoals behind his 35 horsepower boat. Billy, you were the one who flew through the air with the most perfect and death-defying swan dives off the highest cliff, navigated your grandmother Luli's 1.5 horsepower outboard with style. It took you considerable time to travel from Comfort to Rainbow, but we knew you were coming from the distinctive putt-putt of your motor. Sometimes you paddled a canoe, which was a bit faster. Tied string leashes to bullfrogs so you could gently pull them out of the reeds for further observation when you were so inclined. Performed acrobatics, flips, leaps, spins on a wobbly metal gymnastic structure, not once falling onto the rocks. And my, did you have some mighty fine muscles. Dared to lean, speed up, and go outside the wake water skiing behind the crazy man until you water skied onto the rocks of Twig and did a number to your back. Gave probably more than one young teenage girl their first kiss. It was hard to tell who, we all kept it a secret. But after all, hard to resist such a smile, such blue eyes, an island tan, and acrobat's muscles, and such friendly island spirit. After all, Elizabeth got the last kiss and all the ones before. They were the ones for each other, who have shared with their daughters the bay, the prickly junipers, the crunchy lichen, the snakes, the bears, the floating and sinking docks, the sandy beach, and the new generations of bullfrogs on Comfort. Bill, your spirit and the spirit of Comfort live on. From Alan Weimer. I must have first met Bill when I was about 7 and he was 10. He was the tanned, fit California kid who spent summers on Comfort Island with Grandma Lou Bach, and I was the shy, little, fat kid that spent a week with my parents on Anne's Island. He was fearless, and it seemed to me that he could do anything. He ran the boats. He dived off Grandma Lou's diving board, which, based on my one near-drowning experience, was about 50 feet high. One moonlit night, as a teen, he swam to Sandy and back, about 2 miles across open water. He did many things that I couldn't, but he was never scornful or condescending, and always, when we were together at the island, managed to keep me from harm, like the older brother I didn't have. We didn't keep in touch over the years, but more recently got reacquainted, partly through Georgian Bay trailer trash flotillas, and he was just the same solid, friendly, caring person as years before. All of us around our little bay off Georgian Bay will miss him. A special memory from Jean Reese. Just a few short years ago, when Elizabeth was pregnant with Jessie, and her due date was close to Bill's birthday, I said something to him like, "Oh, great, Bill, she might be born on her dad's birthday." Wrong! Bill replied that he didn't want that. He wanted his daughter to have her own special day, not sharing her dad's birthday. Wow, what a dad.
Did you say dad again?
Come on, sweetie. Kick away. Yes.
Stay there, Jesse.
Go on, I'm going to get you.
Now go this side and tap right here. is it? That's the way. Grab it up here and grind away. Grind real fast. Real fast. You have to use one hand, Scoop. That's the way.
Woody, what are you gonna do?
Jump off the end of the dock.
Let's see it.
Without your vest.
Da 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 da.
1, 2, 3.
Yay, Katie!
We'll see how
Bill?
good I
Okay, Jesse,
I
are
will
you
hold
gonna
you.
jump in?
You hold my hand right here, and then you just jump in. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Wow, good job, Jessica! Katie, move!
Very good.
Good job! How you doing down there, Shorty? You went all the way under, didn't you?
Sure did. You
Good
held her breath and
job,
everything.
Jessica.
Closed your eyes. Long.
That littlest one comes out.
Oh, Bobby!
Baby, Jesse, watch out.
Okay, it's Katie's turn. Jesse, get out of the way!
Katie's
Jesse's
turn.
my turn
Katie's
now.
turn. Up you go. Watch out! Don't trip! Don't trip! Don't. Jesse, come on. Okay, both of you. Oh no, not both of you. No, no, no. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
I wondered what the shadow was, and it was me.
Silly.
You know, there's one thing that I found out about Bill Johnson was that he loved Elizabeth, he loved Katie, he loved Jessica, and he loved Georgia Faye. Remarkable man in the sense that whatever he did well. And here I stand at a diving board platform that if a destroyer actually tied up to it, it would hold it. It's well done. Everything he did was well done. He was a man that came up with a 300-pound bell, with a desire to have that on the island. He erected one of the most beautiful settings for it, between the different rocks that are there and the construction.
I think I have it. Oh, that was Bill. Throw it at the bell.
Here.
Woohoo!
Sarah, can you take
Okay, wait. We need the two brothers, the proprietors, to be up
They
here.
each get a glass.
Cheers! Yay!
Okay, Mama Island.
Someone's feeling cocky.
All right.
Go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. You end up with the weird face. They're going down. Okay, ready? Smile for the camera, Daddy!
And now we have Bill with his trusty worm box he's been after for a week.
I haven't even started it. And this is
Us
the first time it worked out.
children tried slapping one together.
Really?
But here's Mr. Fastidious. Look at him go. Get that right angle now, Bill.
Yeah, okay, wait. Let's get the board right.
We gotta give these worms a good place to live. You sure that was the right spot now?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's got yet another hand helping him.
Ouch. See, to give a fly, would you? Show what beasts we have up here.
And there. Ah! Boy, was that a quick hand.
You betcha.
Not only are the beasts quick, but so are the hands. Alright.
This is the worm box. This is the top of the worm box.
Deluxe model worm
Deluxe
box.
model worm box. It's like that. It's
Ooh,
perfect.
Johnson.
Come on over here. Zoom up. You have wet moss on top.
Dirt inside. Can you zoom into it?
Whoa, I just put a baby down. Whoever's looking is going to get sick. Can we see the worms?
Yes. Come over closer.
I can see the worms. Now I can see Jessica. Show me a worm. Would you like to pick it up? Okay, I'll take a picture of Bill's classic shirt he's got on. Given to him by his parents. That's pretty pathetic.
Jesse keeps asking me if this is Mommy. And I keep telling her that, no.
Mommy ain't got any of those. We have the students of Comfort Dive School. Yay! In the water, I don't know what it is, and I'm exercising great control, not looking. Ouch!
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Here he goes, the big cannonball. Whoa!
You see that?
A few special memories from Jim Reese. A fond memory of Wild Bill was when he was a police officer in the El Cajon Police Department. He used to ride into the parking lot of the department on his very radicalized, extended front forks baby blue motorcycle. One would have never suspected he was a police officer. He would arrive in that manner, change into his uniform, and become a good-looking, hard-working peace officer. Bill was very unique in the vehicles he drove back in those days. He came to the police department one day driving a military 2-ton troops carrier. He commented that was what he drove on his dates. I would have loved to see the look on the face of his little sweetie date when he drove up in that to pick her up and take her out. She would have needed a step stool to get up into the front of the truck.
Biffy Man.
Biffy Man at your service.
Yes.
He's going to come and fix the Biff.
Yeah, we need to sweep this
Biffy
side out.
has a dangerous toilet seat. It pinches buns, so Biffy
Whoa.
Man is going to fix it.
Pinchy.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now we shall get a view
There we
of
go.
the Biffy,
On the
yes.
seat. Hey. This is the way it works. When one sits down, it goes. How's it go? Goes the other way, I guess. Goes pinchy, 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 pinchy.
Okay, cute, Bill, real cute.
Hasn't been too bad though.
Man at his work.
What?
Maestro. Did you see his shirt, Cam? Like that?
Mine.
I feel clean. I feel clean.
What was that? I'm so funny. Right down to his feet.
What was that?
Gobble, 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 gobble. Doid it.
Yes, from her.
Kind of like watching a moose dance.
Oh, go away with that thing.
From Jim Reese. Bill's days in law enforcement should have been listed in the training manual for many of the other officers. He had a high degree of common sense, and he used that during his police duties. He made good, strong arrests, never weak, unnecessary arrests, like for a few seeds of marijuana or an open container with one swallow of beer left in it. Bill was an excellent example of a law enforcement personnel, just a good cop and a good man. Bless you, Wild Bill.
I'm going to lift a glass to Billy Boy. I want him to notice up in heaven that it's not Stella Artois, which he described as a sissy beer when I offered him one. I've gone all the way to Czechoslovakia, and I'm having a Pilsner Urquell. Here's to Billy. Love you, babe.
Everything he did was well, from the kaleidoscopes that he showed us and built on his very own. The only thing he didn't do well was give up. So it's very sad to be saying farewell. Good luck, Bill.
Here is the sweaty man to show for you. You gonna go jump in the lake?
I'm gonna go jump in the lake.
Bye!
Bye.